everyone, my name is Sada and welcome to another pick a card reading, and today's reading is going to be about full moon predictions. So full moon is going to be in December 12th and it's going to be full moon in Gemini. So okay, let's have in-depth explanation about this full moon in Gemini. So we all know, or most of you probably knows, that the full moon is about receiving your rewards, receiving your blessings for your hard work for a month. So this is ending a chapter and we are coming into a new chapter. With this full moon in Gemini, I've read this article in Google. This is about finalizing what you have to complete, and that explains with ending a chapter. And I also read that this full moon in Gemini is also going to create attention when it comes to your love life, because we have a triple conjunction. I think it's Saturn and Pluto. So Venus is about love. So I feel like with the Pluto, there's going to be changes and endings when it comes to your love life, or you're going to feel like you're being forced to make a decision when it comes to love. There's going to be a tension when it comes to your workplace and when it comes to money. And with the full moon in Gemini, existing relationship that needs to end. And this, I don't want to say that it's like a destruction, but that is how the articles are like implying that, the unstable relationship must end. The full moon in Gemini is opportunity, to make a decision, make a choice on whether this relationship should stay in the next chapter, or is this going to be, this full moon in Gemini is going to be a test when it comes to your loved ones. If you're separated with your partner, if you're in a long distance relationship, I feel like your emotions will be heightened with this full moon in Gemini, because we have Venus conjunct Saturn. So I think the Saturn is a ruling planet of Capricorn. I'm not really sure, I didn't search that, but if it's Capricorn, I feel like with the Venus conjunct Saturn, not that I'm saying that the Capricorns doesn't express their love and affection to their partner, but because they're very grounded, they value stability, it's their main focus. So with the Venus conjunct Saturn, it's going to be hard for us to express our love when it comes to our loved ones. But yeah, we have to look at the bright side with all of this, even if it feels like there's going to be lots of changes. If it's really stable, the tower is not going to hit us, right? Because it's stable. So if it's not really a stable partnership, then the universe is going to test if you're going to pass this exam. There are also commitments that is going to fall out if they are abusive relationships that you are currently in right now. So it's all about removing what's not supposed to be there for your next chapter, because we're like entering a new chapter. So yeah, that's the in-depth explanation of the full moon and the full moon in Gemini. So yeah, we have 6 piles right here, and yeah, some of you may have skipped this explanation, but I really appreciate it if you listen to me until the end of this introduction. So yeah, we have 6 piles and you can choose how many piles you want. And yeah, we will start ahead with pile number 1. Use your intuition. Your intuition will always tell you what you should choose, what pile you should choose, okay? So yeah. Hello, pile number 1. For those who chose this pile, let's find out what blessings are you going to get for this full moon in Gemini, or what are your predictions for this full moon. So if you listen to my explanations and the introduction of this video, you will know what the full moon in Gemini for this month is about. But I'll repeat it again. This is all about passing the test. If you're going to pass a test when it comes to relationships and when it comes to love, it's going to be hard for you guys to express your affection to your loved ones. And if you're in a long distance relationship, I feel like you guys are going to be the most affected ones for this full moon in Gemini, because we have triple conjunction for this full moon, and we have Venus conjunct Saturn. So yeah, that explains why you're going to be it's kind of hard for you to express your love. Also, we have the Pluto, so there are going to be lots of changes when it comes to your partnership. And yeah, if you're in an abusive relationship or a toxic relationship, yeah, that might end this full moon. And it's like a great opportunity for all of us to end what's not supposed to be there for our next chapter, because the full moon is all about receiving your reward and receiving your blessing. So this destruction must be looked at as a blessing and a reward, or an opportunity, or a door to a new chapter. So yeah. So we have cards right here. I have a paper here where our not that I wrote them, I actually printed them out. So I will read them to you guys later. But first, we will start with these cards. We have Three of Pentacles. Wow, Ten of Chalices. Wow, you guys. And we have Nine of Pentacles. We also have the Page of Pentacles in reversed. So it's supposed to be like this. Hold on, you guys. You can skip this part. Okay, and we also have the Ten of Swords in reverse. Wow, that's totally a blessing. Six of Wands. Sorry, I thought that's Six of Swords. We also have the King of Swords in reversed. Blessings. Wow, power. I'm not really sure if you can see the cards, so I might move them like this. There you go. And we also have Aquarius and Cancer for the zodiac sign. So you could be Aquarius or you could be a Cancer. Or maybe you're dealing with an Aquarius or a Cancer. So, but you either you or the person that you're dealing with has a heavy Aquarius or a Cancer in their birth chart. So what I'm feeling for you guys, for pile number 1 who chose this pile, I feel like this is your reward. This is your blessing. The Ten of Chalices, because you're very hardworking is what I'm feeling. You're a very hardworking person with the Three of Pentacles. And what I'm also sensing is that you're going... Okay, that's very specific. Is they're telling me right now that if you're going to apply for a job, or if you just got into a job or a project, or a work situation that is kind of new to you, that's very specific. It's going to be great. It's actually going to bring you lots of money is what they're telling me with the Nine of Pentacles. You're going to be stable. With the Ten of Chalices, I feel like this job is actually going to help you to build stability for your own future. With the Ten of Chalices, this is a perfect family, the stable family, and you have lots of great cards here, to be honest. But with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like it's not really a good thing. Not like it's a good thing, but the universe kind of prefer for you guys to work more on this current thing that you are planning. Or I feel like you have an idea, whether that's a business because of the Three of Pentacles. It could be a work that you are applying for. I feel like with the Page of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you will be focused on this job or this project or this work or this particular career that you are entering this full moon. It's not that it's not a good idea to start something new, but I feel like you guys could lose your focus, so it's better to stay on that course for now. With the Page of Pentacles in reversed, it's kind of not that it's kind not just it's kind of good. It's really a good thing, to focus on this career or work, because it's going to bring you stability for your future. It's like you're going to build your own future for this full moon. Because of this work or career, you're going to be able to create your own future. Something that you can hold, something you can see 10 years from now, that kind of future. We also have the Ten of Swords in reverse, the Six of Wands, and the King of Swords in reverse. So what I am feeling is that you're going this is your blessing, to be honest, that you're going to recover from your hurt. um I feel like you're dealing with the King of Swords. For some of you, I feel like it's going to be hard for you. For some of you, you are dealing with the King of Swords in reverse, and I feel like you're going to heal that past hurt because you're going to distance yourself. You're going to learn how to distance yourself, or you're going to separate yourself, or this could be travel, that you're going to travel away from this person. If you're not trying to move away from someone, this could be that two things can happen at the same time. So take whatever resonates. Yeah, because this is a general reading. So for some of you, if you're not moving away from someone, this could be that you're going it's going to be hard for you to communicate to other people with the King of Swords in reverse, because you kind of focus on your career, and it's not that you it's hard for you to communicate with people. It's, how do I say this? It's kind of hard for you to interact with someone. You're going to be a bit, I don't want to say arrogant, but you're going to it's easy for you to feel irritated when someone communicates with you, something like that, because you have too many things on your plate, or you're going to have too many things on your plate this full moon, or in the next few weeks after the full moon, because you're going to feel like you're so dedicated, you're so focused on your career, and it's like you're not interested in talking with other people, or you're not interested in communicating with other people. Yeah, so two things can happen at the same time, guys, but what I'm sure of is that you're going to heal whatever you want to heal. Your broken heart, 10 of Swords, I feel like you're going to overcome your sadness. I feel like you're going to overcome that hurt. I also feel like with the 10 of Swords in reverse, you're going to overcome that guilt, because it's like you're going to, it's not that you're going to, you will be able to divert your attention to more important things with this full moon. And that's totally resonating with I explained how the full moon in Gemini works for this month. So what else am I feeling? Yeah, we have blessings, we have power. So I feel like this full moon in Gemini, it's going to bring you, that kind of very powerful feeling, like you can do anything. And the full moon is all about rewards and blessings. So that explains why you're healing your broken heart and you're overcoming sadness. But yeah, for some of you, they're telling me to be careful with how you speak with other people. You might say something very hurtful with the King of Swords in reversed. Communication is kind of block with the King of Swords in reversed. But yeah, okay, let's find out more about the prediction for you guys. So we have here. So I actually put some song, and not some song, it's just one song. And we also have code for you guys, like poetry, and we also have numbers and planets and animal spirit, and like a word, and like your color. And yeah, I will interpret those. So your song for this full moon is Why Can't I Have You by Gloria. I'm not sure if it's correct, but Gloria Lang. So I hope I pronounced it correctly. It's a very beautiful song. You might want to listen to that. And your poetry slash your quote is You Always Were, Have Always Been, and Will Always Be Enough by Desiree K. So you might want to follow her on Instagram. Yeah, and on Pinterest. She's also on Pinterest. Yeah, and your numbers are number 3 10, 16th, and 27. Maybe those numbers are important to you. Maybe that's your birth date, or it will be significant for you for this full moon in Gemini. Yeah, and we also have the third. That's exactly what I said earlier. The third chakra. This is something that you need to work on with this coming full moon in Gemini, the third chakra, and it's actually about communication and the truth. So yeah, so that is something that you need to watch out. For you, pal number one, your third chakra is something that you need to work on for this month. Your communication. There's going to be a communication problems when it comes to you guys. Yeah, and another thing, we also have Mercury and mind, communication, reason, and intelligence. And we also have the Venus planet, and that's all about love, luxury, sensuality, celebration, and art. So, yeah, I feel like you're going to feel like it's like you're going to feel so irritated when it comes to love this full moon. Like, why are you guys asking me about love? Why are that kind of thing? If you're single, if you're in a relationship, you're going to have some problems when it comes to your relationship with your partner. um the main thing here is always to communicate properly. Communication is always the key. If you feel sad, tell someone. If you're mad at them, I'm not saying to fight with them. I'm saying that maintain your composure, but at the same time tell them the truth that you cannot communicate properly, or it's not good for you. It's not good for them to really communicate with you because you might burst out in anger. Tell someone if it's not okay for them to talk to you instead of lashing out on them. So that's like an advice for me. What else am I sensing? Yeah, honestly, the third chakra is the main focus for you guys. It's like you have to work on this. This is something that you need to work on for this full moon. This is something that is blocked. You have a block third chakra. So yeah. And we also have the animal spirit, and your animal spirit for this full moon is elephant, and that's feminine authority, nurturing, and empathy. So this is something that you need to channel this month of December for this full moon in Gemini. I feel like you have to know when to take a stand. You have to know when to lower down your pride, something like that. You have to know when authority should be in a certain situation and when it shouldn't be used. Even if you have a feminine authority, it's not really good, to abuse your power, and that is something that you need to watch out. And we also have the word aticophobia, and it means fear of failure and fear of not being good enough. So maybe that is how you cope up with things, because you've been hurt. You've been hurt in the past, or maybe this happened recently. I'm not really sure, but what I'm sure of is you're healing. But while you're healing, it's not really good to lash out on people just because you feel sad, or just because you're mad at someone. It's not really good to project your anger on someone, especially to those people who did not do anything to you. I feel like that is how you cope up with things, because you will experience, or you're going to feel like you're not good enough, or maybe this is your past energy. I'm not really sure, but that was the outcome. That is the outcome of the hurt and the pain that you felt from the past, or whatever happened recently. you lashing out on people and not communicating properly. So that is something that you need to work on with this full moon in Gemini, and it's actually a good opportunity for you to communicate and work on that third chakra. And yeah, we also have the earth green and growth, prosperity, and abundance. So what I'm feeling for you guys is that the universe is going to give you an opportunity despite of that, not that despite of that behavior. I think that you really have to work on that is what they're telling me. But yeah, your blessing for this full moon is that you're going to be successful when it comes to your career with the three of pentacles. But at the same time, it's like at the same time you have to work on that communication issues that you're going to encounter or you're currently experiencing, because you fear, you're afraid of failing again. You're afraid that you're going to fail again. You feel like you're going to commit another mistake. You're kind of afraid of that. So what I am feeling is that you have to it's actually a good opportunity, this full moon in Gemini. It's actually a good opportunity for you to work on that, like instead of, I mean, okay, that's totally understandable. Low self-esteem, I totally get it. Um, but yeah, it's not an excuse to get mad at someone for no reason at all. I mean, maybe you have, but communicate your problem to that people, to that particular someone. Yeah, and you also have to be nurturing this month and be empathetic, is what I'm feeling with this animal spirit elephant. So, okay. So, also, what they're telling me is for you guys to calm down if you just wanted to. It's actually a good thing for you guys to focus on art with this Venus, focus on pampering yourself. I feel like you haven't been nurturing yourself and getting a good sleep. So yeah, focus on yourself, not just on your career. Maybe that's going to make you feel good, for you guys to feel like safe, and for you guys to calm down a bit. Yeah, it's good to focus on art, is what I'm feeling. So we have additional cards right here, and we have the Magician, we have the Ace of Cups in reversed, the Ace of Pentacles, Ten of Swords in reversed again, and the Tower. So don't freak out, guys. Don't freak out with the Tower. What I'm feeling with the Magician is that this is an advice for you. I shuffled the cards, so yeah. The advice for you for this full moon in Gemini is that continue manifesting what you want to manifest, okay? I also feel like it's not a good time to focus on love with it. Oh, did I move the camera? I hope I did not. Okay. It's a good time for you guys to focus more on your career and instead of love. With the Ace of Pentacles in the upright, I feel like this is an advice for you guys to stay focused and remain focused. Honestly, I feel like you are a focused person though, but because of this hurt, the past hurt and the pain that you felt, it's not really a good time to flirt, have a new love or a new relationship. I don't think that it's kind of good for this month. I feel like what's good for you guys is to focus on yourself and focus on your financial stability with the Ace of Pentacles. I also feel like with the Ten of Swords in reverse, that's repeatedly so yeah, Ten of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is also you overcoming your sadness. This is overcoming the pain and overcoming whatever happened in the past. And we also have the Ten of Swords in reverse twice. So that's the universe and your guides really emphasizing that you must overcome your sadness. If you guys feel like you can't do that, this is a sign for you guys to really recover from that hurt. And we also have the Tower. So I don't feel any negative energy in this Tower, but what I'm feeling is that there are certain things or there are certain situation in your life that is going to unexpectedly end in this full moon in Gemini. But at the same time, it's actually going to bring you justice to yourself, and also it's like you're going to be more closer to doors of opportunities. You have to look at this Tower as something like a blessing to you, like a blessing in disguise, that this Tower moment is for you to start something new, to start something more stable and more secure. That is the advice for you guys, for those who chose pile number 1. Okay, that is your reading for pile number 1 on your full moon prediction for this full moon in Gemini. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Take care, lots of love, and bye. Hello, pile number 2. For those who chose this pile, let's find out your full moon prediction for this full moon in Gemini. So if you did not listen to my introduction regarding the in-depth explanation about this full moon in Gemini, so this full moon in Gemini is, we all know the full moon is about receiving your reward and receiving your blessings, but this full moon in Gemini is going to be about if you're going to pass the test. The universe is going to test your emotional, not just your emotional stability, but also your partnership with people. We have, I think it's Venus conjunct Saturn. So Saturn rules the Capricorn, zodiac sign. So it's going to be hard for you guys to express your love towards other people and to your partner as well. If you are in a long distance relationship with your partner and you feel like it's not stable for so long and you've known it I don't know, for a few months, that it's not going good, this full moon in Gemini, your relationship might, I don't want to scare you or anything, but it's like a Tower moment, but I'm not trying to scare you. Okay, let's look at the bright side. The universe is kind of removing things and people in your life that you're not supposed to carry to the next chapter of your life. So we must look at the full moon in Gemini and all the full moons and all the Tower moments in our life as something like a door or a new opportunity to more possibilities and for a new great chapter. The Tower moment is not going to be there if it's really stable in the first place. So that is also something that I want to tell you guys. So don't be scared. It's unavoidable, to feel scared, but we must look at the bright side, that it's a new opportunity. This full moon in Gemini is going to bring you opportunity for you guys to get out of abusive relationships and remove people that is not good for you and the situation that is not serving you anymore. So yeah, let's find out for you, pile number 2, what do you have for the full moon in Gemini. So we have paper here. I printed it out and I've channeled some quotes and a song and numbers and planets and what chakras you should work on this full moon. So we have the Hangman in reversed. We also have the Six of Wands. We also have the Tower. 5 of Wands in reversed. Wow. 8 of Cups in upright. The Hangman in upright. King of Swords in reversed. Cornucopia. Broken Heart in reversed. And the Venus zodiac sign. So maybe you have strong Venus in your birth chart. You could be a Libra, you could be a Taurus, doesn't have to be. But what I am feeling for you guys is that the blessing that you're going to receive is that you're going to move forward. um I feel like you guys are going to travel unexpectedly, and I feel like you're going to be more focused on love this full moon. And after a few weeks after the full moon, I feel like you're going to be able to heal your broken heart with the broken heart in reversed. And your blessing with the cornucopia is that you're going to feel like it's okay to open up. It's okay to accept rewards. It's okay to open up yourself to more possibilities. I am also sensing that some of you are going to travel somewhere else to another city or another country. Maybe you're going to have a vacation. But it's kind of unexpected for you guys. I feel like you're not planning things out. I feel like you guys are going to unexpectedly travel, like out of nowhere. You're going to think like, okay, I want to travel. You know that that kind of thing. Um, that's very contradicting because we have the hangman in reverse and then we have the hangman in the upright. So what I am feeling is that five of wands in reverse. So I feel okay. So I feel like you guys are going to move away from. It's like you're trying. It's not that you're going to move away from this person, but like your connection with this person is kind of on pause. Is what I'm feeling with the Eight of Cups. I feel like, oh my god, like something is so good with the Five of Wands in reverse. It's like you're not fighting, there's no issues, there's no conflicts, and then out of nowhere we have the Eight of Cups and the Hangman. So out of nowhere, very unexpectedly, I feel like an anger. It's like your connection with this person is going to be on pause because of that burst of anger. But like at the same time, that tower moment is because it's actually in the middle. You see, we have great cards: the Hangman in reverse, the Six of Wands, and then there's a tower, and there's this whole thing, and then another good card, Cornucopia, and the Broken Heart in reverse. So it's like in the middle. So what I am feeling for you guys who chose this pile is that this thing, this whatever tower moment is going to hit your life, it's actually a good thing, like a blessing in disguise. It's going to give you an opportunity to move ahead in life. You're going to feel like you're free. You're going to feel like it's okay to be more open to blessings, to the universe, to the divine. I feel like you're going to be more connected to them. I feel like you're going to be able, or you're going to feel like you can now focus on yourself. You can now nurture yourself with the Venus. It's like you're going to feel lots of love, and you're going to feel loved this full moon. And after a few weeks, this is like the kind of the effect of the full moon is what I'm feeling with the Venus sign. But yeah, you could be a Libra, you could be a Taurus. Maybe you have heavy Libra in your birth chart, or maybe you have Libra ascendant, or maybe you have Libra dominant. Maybe Libra is your dominant sign, or maybe you have Libra moon sign, or Taurus. Maybe you have Taurus ascendant, or maybe you have Taurus dominant. Maybe your dominant sign is Taurus, but doesn't have to be. What else am I feeling? Yeah, you're going to heal your broken heart though. I also feel like for some of you, this could already happen. This thing, maybe that is why it's in the middle. Maybe the reason why you're traveling, or maybe the reason why you're separating yourself, and that is actually a good thing, is what they're telling me. That is you bringing yourself the reward, your own reward. That is you creating your own reward. It could be that this already happened, and this is the reason why you're moving away from someone or from a particular situation in your life. Maybe this is the reason. Like something happened, and It's like you don't have any choice but to, unexpectedly move away from someone. Okay. Let's see what we have right here. So your song is Moment of Truth by FM Static. And your quote is take deeper breaths in the hallway, enter brand new rooms unrushed, for there is freedom in unknowns to breathe, to rest, to trust. And this is by Morgan Harper Nichols. So you can follow her on Instagram. Um yeah, that explains that you just have to calm down, you just have to maintain your composure, remain dignified, because it's like when you don't know something, you don't know that you would be able to feel more when it comes to life in generally. When you don't know something, because we're going to learn more lessons, you're going to feel more things, and that is actually a good thing. Yeah, and it says here that enter brand new rooms unrushed, for there is freedom in unknowns to breathe, to rest, and to trust. So I feel like, you just have to prepare yourself for the new chapter. Just calm yourself and always look at the bright side, is what they're telling me. Even if it's a tower moment, or even if the tower moment already hit you, always look at the bright side, that this is for your own good. This is the universe creating a door and a new opportunity for you guys to move ahead. So, yeah. And we also have, for the numbers, we have 1, 17, 19, and 20. So maybe those are significant to you, or this could be your lucky numbers for the full moon. Maybe these numbers are important to you. And we also have the root chakra, and it's about safe, secure, and being grounded. So this is something that is blocked to you guys. This is the chakra that is currently blocked in your body. So this is something that you need to work on this full moon in Gemini. This is a great opportunity for you guys to be more grounded and feel more secure with yourself. Um, yeah, we also have the Jupiter. So this is about confidence, philosophy, education, and wisdom. So what I am feeling with the Jupiter is that, and that, wow, that's totally resonating. Oh my god. Um, this thing, I am sensing for the majority of you, this tower moment already happened, and your reward is that you're going to feel secure. Honestly, it's not that it's a reward, it's more like you're the one who is creating the reward for yourself. It's not the universe creating the reward. Does that make any sense? Like, it's like if you don't work on this chakra, it's like if you don't move or do the things that you feel like you need to do, you wouldn't be able to get your reward, because that is how it works for you guys. So what I am feeling is that for the majority of you, I feel like you've already realized what you need to realize. For some of you, this is a blessing because you realized, you've had an epiphany. So this is going to be a reward, that you're going to feel more secure. You're going to feel more grounded. You're going to feel more safe, and you're going to have lots of confidence. Like, that explains with the Venus, because you're going to nurture yourself, and you're going to feel like, oh my god, thank god, I will be able to focus on myself, you know um yeah, I feel like you're also going to gain wisdom, or you guys, it's like you learned something, you learned so many things from this tower moment, or you're going to learn so many things from this tower moment. What else? And we also have the 11th house, so it rules friendships, earned wealth, wishes, social lives in general. So yeah, it's like you're going to have more time for yourself, you're going to have more time for your friends and your career. and it's like you're going to be able to hang out more, like just have fun. um what else? And yeah, we also have the animal spirit. And your animal spirit for you, pile number 2, is turtle. So we have determination and serenity. Slow moving. It's supposed to be on earth. Yeah, that's typo. Slow moving on earth, but fast and agile. Agile in water. And how? Oh my god, why did it goes like that? Encourages to take a break in busy life. And we also have longevity, yeah, perseverance and wisdom. And we also have the word kismet, and it means fate and destiny. Wow. Okay, so yeah, what I what I've been saying ever since this reading started, yeah, calm yourself down. You don't have to rush anything. You don't, take your time, take a break in busy life, as this card says. And yeah, it's all about being calm and knowing what your goals are. It's, life is not a competition. You don't have to learn everything at the same time. It takes hard work, and it takes patience, so be patient with yourself, and just stay determined, but you don't really have to rush anything. What else am I feeling? Yeah, I feel like with the kismet word, I feel like this is destiny. I feel like this is meant to happen. Like you experiencing the time. I'm not glorifying what happened to you, but like I'm just looking at the bright side that this is a universe making a way for you guys to gain more wisdom. What else? Yeah, and we also that was like long. Anyway, yeah, we have the color pink for you guys, and we have the romantic, sweet, and intuitive. So I feel like for you guys, remain sweet, remain romantic, not just to other people, but also to yourself. I feel like you gaining more wisdom when it comes to relationships, when it comes to connections to other people, is actually going to be, it's actually going to bring you more balance when it comes to your next or your future relationships to other people, because you've learned something, you learn a lot actually. So yeah, I feel like I've already said so much. So yeah, this is the advice for you guys. For this full moon, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles, Five of Swords, the Chariot, Nine of Cups, and the Knight of Cups. So what I am feeling for you guys is that the advice is to remain focused on your home life with the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. Like focus on your family. If you have kids, focus on your kids. If you are divorcing someone and if you have kids, focus on them. And if you're single, you're trying to be single and like you're separating yourself from someone, focus on your parents, focus on your sisters, your brothers, your family. It's good to focus on your home life right now. With the Five of Swords and the Pride, I feel like this is an advice for you guys, to always remember that just because you lose something doesn't mean that you're losing them or that you really lost something. It means that you're gaining something. You gain knowledge, you gain wisdom, you've become more patient with yourself. So that is something that you've gained. So you did not really lost something. So that is something that you need to remind yourself, that when you lose something or someone, it doesn't necessarily mean that you lose a game, you know? It's not because you lose a game. You did not really lose a game. You win the game. For some of you, it's not just your partner is what I'm feeling that you're going to lose. This could resonate for some of you. For some of you, you might ignore this, or you can ignore this. You might lose some friendships is what I'm feeling. Maybe because you're like improving yourself, or maybe because you're like going into a next stage of life. That is what I'm feeling with the Five of Swords. It's like you're going to not just lose your partner, but also lose some connections, friendships. You know, some people that are not in the same energy of yours. It's like if you're improving yourself and they're not, you might lose them, is what I am implying. But yeah, even if that happens in your life, what you need to remind yourself is that you have to stay focused on your goals. With the Chariot, you have to be determined, you have to stay determined, you have to focus on what you really need to attain and what you want to get in life. What are your wishes with the Nine of Cups? What do you want to happen? Focus on that. Even if this happens to your life with the Five of Swords, even if you lose someone, even if you lost someone, or even if you lose something, even if you lost some connections, even if you're going to lose some connections, always remember that it's because they're not in the same energy as yours. You guys don't have the same frequency. And when you don't have the same frequency, it means that you don't have the same goal. That is something that I always remind myself. It doesn't matter if two people or a group of people just have disagreements, or they have conflicts, or they have different personality, as long as they want the same thing. So if you don't have the same thing, or if you don't want the same thing, it's not going to work out. And that's totally okay. Life happens. So yeah, you have to remember that, also, I am sensing some mixed energies with the Knight of Cups. Like, when you love someone, tell them. That is the advice that they're saying. And also, don't be afraid to offer a cup of love to someone with the Knight of Cups. Like, it's good to try out. It's good to flirt. It's great. It's a great time to flirt with the Knight of Cups. Also, one more thing that they're trying to emphasize is that when someone needs your help, it's good to help them, because it's like when you help yourself, it's actually a good thing to help other people, for us to move ahead, and not just you, right? And not just, me. So when you get to that Chariot, when you get to that dream or your goals in life, remember to offer or lend your hand to some people who needs your hand and who needs your help. And like, don't forget where you came from. And yeah, don't be afraid like to flirt, and at the same time, don't be too close off. I mean, it's okay to slow down. I'm not saying that you should flirt. I'm not also saying that you should stop flirting, or just focus on your family. I'm not saying that. It's still your decision, but it's like, have fun with the Knight of Cups. Have fun, but at the same time, like, be sincere. doesn't have to be that you're going to be serious or you're going to be like stoic to someone. I'm just saying that have good intentions and be sincere to someone. Okay, that is your reading for full moon predictions for you, pile number two, for those who chose this pile. And yeah, it's for full moon in Gemini this December 12th. So yeah, I hope this helps, and I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Take care, lots of love. Pile number two, and bye. Hello, pile number three. For those who chose this pile, let's find out your full moon prediction. This full moon in Gemini, which is going to be on December 12th. I think it's Wednesday. Not really sure. But yeah, it's full moon in Gemini. So if you did not listen to my introduction before I started this reading, I will repeat it again, and you can skip this part if you want to. So the full moon in Gemini this coming December 12th is about attention and destructing or destroying what is not supposed to be there on the next chapter of your life. So we all know, or most of you knows, that the full moon is about receiving your reward and receiving your blessings for your hard work in a month. So we must look at this full moon in Gemini, even if it's kind of destructive. It's only destructing and destroying the unstable relationship. If you are in a long distance relationship with your partner, it's going to be tested, and the universe will test your patience and your emotional connection between your partner and you. If it's really stable, I feel like you guys are going to pass a test. But if you know for so long that it's not good, it's not stable, you must prepare yourself, because we have triple conjunction. So we have Venus conjunct Pluto, so that is a major changes and destruction when it comes to your love, and also when it comes to your career. So life generally is going to be affected. This full moon in Gemini, it's all about destroying what is not supposed to be there, what's not stable, what is not serving you anymore, what's not good for you. So that is actually the blessing and the reward for all of us, to for us to have an opportunity for us to remove the obstacles and remove the people that it's not supposed to be there for our next chapter. So there's going to be tension when it comes to your love life and when it comes to your career. And with the Saturn, I feel like there's going to be restrictions. But with the Pluto, it's going to make you feel like you're going to fear the changes. But at the same time, it's actually there, because you have to realize that there are some foundations that needs to be destructed by this full moon in Gemini. So I also feel like for some of you, it's because it's Gemini, and Gemini is an air sign, so it's good for you guys to socialize a bit, hang out, communicate with your friends, and check your friends, check your family, communicate well. It's also a good thing for you guys to really communicate, work on that third chakra, because that is, for the most of you, it's going to be blocked with this full moon in Gemini, because there's going to be a lot of fears and lots of tension. So what I am also feeling for some of you is, with the Venus conjunct Pluto, there's going to be an increase for your need for love and affection from your partner, and from your family as well, from your best friend if you don't have a partner, from your loved ones. But it's going to be kind of intense because of this Venus conjunct Pluto, but there's going to be lots of changes, so you might want to prepare for that. And also with the Pluto, there's not just changes in love, there's going to be changes in life generally. So yeah, that's a long introduction. For those who did not skip this part, let's go ahead and see what's your full moon prediction this month of December. So this coming, I already mentioned it, December 12th. So yeah, for those who chose pile number 3, so I've printed out some cards here that there are numbers, there are chakras that you need to work on. We also have advices, so we will start ahead with these cards first. We have the Ace of Swords in reversed. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, Five of Cups in reversed, Six of Wands, the World card. Wow, 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 wow for this pile. King of Swords, Submerged, Nurturing, and yeah, Pluto. So you guys are really going through a lot of changes this full moon in Gemini, not just in full moon in Gemini, that exact date, but also in the next few weeks. There's going to be not just fears that's going to be on the surface. There's going to be tension with this Pluto, but it's also you opening a new door to new opportunities, because there's going to be lots of changes if you are currently in a karmic relationship and it's not good for you guys and it's making you feel like you're stuck in there. It's going to change this full moon in Gemini. This is like a new opportunity for all of us to start something new. So what I'm feeling for you guys with the Ace of Swords in reverse and with the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot, I feel like some of you are going to be it's not going to be easy for you guys to communicate what you want to other people. So you might want to work on that third chakra, your communication issues, this full moon in Gemini. With the Knight of Pentacles in the Pride, I feel like your career life is going to be good. There's going to be changes, what they're emphasizing, but like with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like there's a certain project or a certain job that you are working on that it's going to bring you to that success, to your dream goals with the Chariot. I feel like things are going to, I feel like you will feel like it's moving slow, but you wouldn't realize that you are moving closer to your dreams and your goals with this Chariot. And considering that we have the Five of Cups in reverse right next to it, it means that this career success or this work success is going to bring you lots of stability, and you're going to feel like you're overcoming your sadness and your guilt. I feel like something happened in the past or something happened recently that made you feel like you're not good enough. You felt like you can't do anything about it. You felt sad. You felt guilty. But this full moon in Gemini is going to bring you balance, that balance feeling. It's going to bring you that satisfying feeling like you did it. You did a great job. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse, I feel like there's going to be, I'm not really sure if this is about your love life with the Ace of Swords in reverse. I'm not really sure if it's in life generally, but take whatever resonates. But what I'm feeling is that it's going to be hard for you. You're going to be not communicative when it comes to people. It's going to be hard for you to communicate. It's going to be hard for you to express what you want to express, or what your emotions are to other people. But when it comes to career, with this Knight of Pentacles, I feel like you guys are going to be good. That is the blessing that the universe is going to give you for this full moon in Gemini, that you will be able to start something new. And this is for your future with the Chariot. This is something that you can hold, or you can see, you can visualize 10 years from now. This is something that you will achieve or you will get 10 years from now. So you're like building something new for yourself, but you wouldn't feel like it's for the future, or you wouldn't even realize that you're doing something for your own future. And it's actually a big thing with the Chariot. What else? Six of Wands. I feel like you guys are, we have the World card, so some of you could be traveling with the Six of Wands. Some of you could be traveling to another city or another country, or maybe you're just going to a trip this full moon in Gemini, or after a few weeks after the full moon in Gemini. With the World, I feel like you guys are really going to end a chapter. We have the World, the Pluto, so Chariot. So it's all about changes. It's all about dreams, fulfilling your wishes, ending a chapter. So these are major changes that's going to happen in your life. Pile number 3. With the King of Swords in upright, I feel like you're going to realize that you have to be practical, you have to be logical, you have to do what's right. That is something that you're going to realize, or something that you are currently realizing, and this is an energy that you are continuously going to channel for the rest of the month. The King of Swords is also someone who is very practical, someone who is, it's not that they're focused on material wealth. It's not that. If they think that the right thing to do is love someone right now, that is something that they will do. If they think that working on a project or focusing on themselves is the right thing to do, that is something that they will do. So that depends on you, pile number 3, whether you think that you should focus on your love, you should focus on your work. That's up to you, because we have different situations and we make different decisions for each one of you. So, but with the King of Swords, you will realize that you have to do the right thing. Something that I am sure for the majority of you is that you're going to realize that you have to consider your emotions a bit. With the submerged card, it's not that you're closing yourself off. I'm not feeling that way. But like, you're going to focus on yourself is what I'm feeling with the submerged card. It's like you're going to use your head and not your heart. With also with the King of Swords, with the nurturing card, I feel like because you're going through a lots of changes this full moon, and not just in full moon is what I'm feeling, for this month of December. Because of these changes, I feel like you're going to be more focused on nurturing yourself and focusing on what's important right now. So whatever is important for you right now, that is something that you will focus on, and that is something that you will keep nurturing this month of December. What else am I feeling? But with the Pluto, I feel like for some of you, you're going to feel some anxiety, and you're going to feel a bit of fear with these changes. But at the same time, it's because you can't do anything about it. I feel like you know that. I feel like you're kind of scared, but at the same time, you know that it's supposed to happen, it needs to happen, and it's like you can't do anything about it, so you just have to go with the flow. So that is something that you are also realizing. What else? I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead with this card. So my song for you, pile number 3, is Every Breath You Take by The Police. So I'm not really sure if it's focusing, so I hope it's focusing. Yeah. And your poetry is, and I realize no one has ever really touched me before you. Whoa. It's by Bridget Deval. I'm not really sure if I pronounced it correctly. So yeah, you might want to follow her on Instagram. So yeah, that's your poetry. Hold on, they're telling me something. I think also someone realized that they love this person. I feel like you are also thinking about someone, or maybe this is going to be your energy this full moon in Gemini, that you're going to interact with someone that you're not going to realize that you're going to like this person, but then you fall in love with them, something like that. So that might resonate with you. But it's like I want to emphasize more about this poetry, but like they don't want me to emphasize it. I feel like it's not really that important. I feel like they are encouraging you to be more focused on yourself and your finances. So your numbers are 11th, 13th, 19th, and 26th. So those numbers could be significant to you guys. So maybe that's your birth date, or maybe that's your favorite number. We also have crown chakra. So this is a chakra that you need to work on this full moon in Gemini, your spiritual connection, subconscious, and trust. So I feel like you have to work on that spiritual connection that you have to the divine. Like you have to connect with them, communicate with them properly, like what do you really want in life and what you want to happen. So I also feel like you have to work on that trust, not just trust within yourself and trust to people, but also trust the divine that everything is going to be okay, and that they're doing all of these changes and all of this destructive cha- chapters for you guys to move ahead in life, for you guys to start something more stable. Okay. And we also have Saturn, so we have structure, law, discipline, responsibilities, and ambition. So that's exactly what I said earlier. So yeah, this changes, it's all about building the stability, and because it's like you are already thinking what's good for the future, right? So the universe is helping you to remove the people and the stuff that is not healthy for you, because when you move forward, you're not supposed to bring that negative energies and the bad energies with you in the next chapter. So we must look at you must look at this destructive chapters as something that the universe is actually making a way for you guys to create more stable chapter and more secure and more reliable, for you guys to move, for you guys to meet reliable people, more trustworthy people, people that exerts good energy. But yeah, with the Saturn, I feel like with these changes, you're going to realize, or you're going to feel like you're so dedicated when it comes to work. You're going to be disciplined. You're going to be a lot more responsible when it comes to your career. It's not that just because you have responsibilities. No, I don't feel that way. I feel like you're going to learn that you have life responsibilities, and I feel like you're going to be dedicated with those responsibilities because you're a very ambitious person. So we also have the moon in Leo. So I hope it's focusing. So we have confident, energetic, passionate, finding new ways of expressing feelings. So this is also something that you need to work on. Pile number 3. Just because you are nurturing yourself and just because you are overcoming sadness doesn't mean that you're going to close yourself off from other people, doesn't mean that you're going to be cold, doesn't mean that you're not going to interact emotionally with other people. It doesn't mean like that. Nurturing yourself means knowing what's the bad energy and what's the good energies, knowing the good people and the right people that you are interacting with. And when you're with the right people, when you're interacting with the right people, you're going to realize that it's okay to open up to them. If those people are really good people, why are you feeling like you're not supposed to open up? It means that there's something wrong with that environment. Okay, so that is something that you need to work on, like discerning the good energies and the bad energies, and the people that you're supposed to open up your heart to and people that you're not supposed to open up your heart to. So yeah, this is also something that you need to work on. You need to be confident and passionate, not just with other people but also with yourself. Like love yourself, because Leos are known for being confident with themselves. They love themselves, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I mean, I admire Leos who are really developed, because I love to have that kind of confidence. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being confident with yourself, nurturing yourself. That's totally fine. Pampering yourself, treating yourself really, really good, loving your body, that is something that you need to work on. You need to channel that Leo energy this full moon in Gemini. Or maybe you are a moon in Leo, pile number 3. For some of you, you might resonate with that. We also have... Your animal spirit is wild horse, so it means freedom, intuition, and adventure. So, okay, this is also something that you need to channel this full moon in Gemini and this month of December. That, don't be afraid to explore. Don't be afraid to, have fun, be free, and, use, just because you are overcoming your sadness doesn't mean that you're supposed to be afraid of exploring because you're kind of afraid of getting hurt again. No. you must explore. Okay, that is something that you need to know. And yeah, feel your freedom, be free from worries. I feel like they're like, tell me, don't worry a lot. Don't stop constantly worrying about everything, what's going to happen next if you're going to commit another mistake. So we also have a flossom for your word, and it's an adjective that means an individual who embraces their flaws and knows that they are awesome regardless. So this is something that you need to channel this full moon in Gemini, pile number 3. Like, it's okay if you commit mistake again. We learn from our mistakes, okay? It's totally fine to make another mistake, as long as you're not doing it again and again, as long as it's like a different mistake, and as long as you're learning from it, okay? And we also have the color purple, and it means luxury, vision, and meditation. So, be confident with yourself, pile number 3. And it's like you just have to have fun. You just have to have fun, you guys. So for your advice, this full moon in Gemini, we have the King of Swords, the Ten of Swords in reversed, and the Page of Cups in reversed. So with these cards, I feel like, we have the King of Swords twice. So the right thing to do, the advice for you guys is that the right thing to do right now is to heal your broken heart before flirting with someone else. Focus on your career, but I'm not saying to close yourself off. Okay, that's different things. Okay, but if it's like if you want someone, you can want someone, but like, it's not really a good thing right now to commit to them or to commit to another relationship or to a new relationship. It's not really a good time for you guys to create a new relationship or create a new partnership with someone with the Page of Cups in reverse, because you have to heal your broken heart first with the Ten of Swords in reverse. And this is something that I feel like that you have to do, but the universe is kind of reminding some of you that this is the right thing to do with the King of Swords. This is like an approval from your guides that, okay, you're doing the right thing, sweetie. This is like a confirmation from them that, okay, some of you, maybe you haven't realized this yet, but now I'm like saying this to you, that you had to heal your broken heart first before creating a new relationship, before going into a relationship with someone, because you're not supposed to carry your old baggages with your new relationship, because that's kind of unfair with the other person. Yeah, I feel like I've explained it enough. So yeah, that is your full moon prediction for you, pile number 3, for those who chose this pile. So yeah, take care, lots of love, pile number 3, and see you on the next pick a card reading. Hello, pile number 4, for those who chose this pile. Let's find out your full moon prediction for this full moon in Gemini. So if you did not listen to my introduction at the beginning of this reading, before I started explaining the piles and etc., this is a short explanation on what the full moon in Gemini is about for this month. So the full moon in Gemini for this month of December, which is going to be December 12th, I think it's Wednesday, not really sure, but this full moon is about saying goodbye to the stories of the past and also freeing yourself from the stress, the burdens, and from your karmic relationships, if you have karmic relationships. And it's also a great time for you guys to let go of the past, and if there are unresolved issues that you are dealing with recently, I feel like this is going to be a great time for you guys to decide whether to let go of this relationship or this connection or this partnership, whether that's your best friend, whether that's your family, or I'm not saying that you're going to let go of your family. You know what I mean. If you're not in good terms with someone and you feel like it's kind of unhealthy for you, this is a great time for you, for all of us, to free ourselves from anxieties and worries. And we have triple conjunction. So we have Venus conjunct Saturn. So you guys are going to feel the tension when it comes to love, and you're going to feel the tension when it comes to, not just when it comes to love, also with your career and your life generally. And with this, I feel like you're going to have some difficulties in, not just in career, but like when deciding about something, because it's like with this karmic relationships, you feel like you want to let go, but at the same time you don't want to let go because you love that person. You love that environment. It doesn't have to be a person, it could be anything. It could be a situation that has already happened, but it's like you cannot let go of that memory, so take whatever resonates for you guys. But this full moon in Gemini, because we have conjunction in Pluto, so I think it's Saturn conjunct Pluto. So there's going to be lots of changes. You're going to feel like you're being forced to decide whether to stay or whether to let go of that person. If you're in a long distance relationship with your partner, it's going to be tested by the universe. This full moon in Gemini, like this partnership, should it be there for the next chapter? Because a full moon is about receiving your reward and receiving your blessing, and that is you also moving forward to a new chapter in your life. So you must think, or you must realize whether this relationship or this partnership should be on the next chapter of your life, or it's supposed to be distracted by the Pluto, because the Pluto is about changes. And what else for this full moon in Gemini? Yeah, I think that's it. But it's kind of hard for you guys, for all of us, to express our love with the Venus conjunct Saturn. So yeah, if you have stable relationships, I mean, if you feel like it's stable relationship, I feel like you don't have to worry about anything. But if it's not stable, yeah, you must prepare yourself. I'm not trying to scare you or anything. I mean, that's like the same thing when it comes to tower moment. Yeah, it's just hitting our lives because it's not stable. It's not a stable foundation. That is why the tower moment hits in our life. Okay, so that is something that we must look at. We must look at the bright side of this full moon in Gemini, that this is the universe making a way for us to remove the people that is not serving us anymore. Okay, so if you skip that introduction, for you, pile number 4, okay, let's see what's your prediction for you guys. It chose this pile number 4. I also printed out some cards, and we have numbers, we have chakras that you need to work on. We also have poetry, and we also have songs and animal spirits. So your reward for this full moon in Gemini is you have the Empress. So you guys are going to nurture yourself. It's actually a great time for you guys to pamper yourself, feel confident with yourself. We also have the Ace of Wands. We also have the Empress again. So you have the Empress twice. We also have the Seven of Cups in reversed, Four of Swords. You are safe from harm card. And we also have this Page of Chalices in reversed. We also have the Queen of Wands in upright, Innocence, Deceit. I actually clarified it. This Deceit card, and this came the Goddess of the Moon card, and Healer of the Ages, and we also have Saturnus. I'm not really sure if I pronounced it correctly, but yeah, I feel like this is Saturn. So yep, it's really hard for you guys to communicate. Anyway, what I'm feeling for you, for those who chose this pile, is that it's really a great time for you to express yourself, like nurture yourself, take care of yourself, be the Empress, be the Queen of Wands, be confident with yourself. This is, you have wands and you have cups. So to be honest, it's really a great time for you guys to take a rest. I feel like you guys are really, really working so hard. It's like you don't have the time to take care of yourself. You don't really have the time to nurture yourself, watch movie, your skincare routine, fix your nails, do spa. You know, it's like this full moon in Gemini, you're going to realize, or maybe this is the thing that you need to channel, to be confident with yourself. So you have the Empress twice, so you could be a mother. It's a great time for you guys to focus on your kids. But for the singles, I feel like it's a great time for you guys to take care of yourself and be the Empress. Just sit on your throne and, pamper yourself. Do the things that you want and do the things that make you feel good about yourself, and not just about because you think that it's the right thing to do. Do things that make you happy this full moon in Gemini. With the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords, I feel like you guys are running out of ideas. You feel like no, it's not just running out of ideas. It feels to me like you want to do something, but like you don't know what to do exactly. There's a right term for the Seven of Cups in reverse. What else am I feeling with the Seven of Cups in reverse? I feel like it's really a great time for you guys to take a rest, because we have the Four of Swords and it's right next to the Seven of Cups in reverse. So this rest, this pause, this rejuvenation, I feel like it's going to bring you guys more ideas when you take a rest. We have you are safe from harm. So I feel like it's really okay for you guys to take a rest. There's nothing bad that's going to happen. I mean, you really need to take a rest because you've been working so hard, is what I'm feeling, and you're running out of ideas. It's like when you like to do something and you want to think an idea on how to do it, you can't think about any idea on how to do it because you're like, there's so many things on your plate. You're not able to focus on something. You're kind of out of focus and you're not aligned with yourself. So you have to take care of yourself first. You have to prioritize yourself first with this full moon in Gemini. With the Page of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Wands, I feel like some of you could be receiving some love offers because people might be seeing you as a Queen of Wands. But with the Page of Cups in reverse, because for some of you, okay, it goes like this, like because you're so focused on taking care of yourself and nurturing yourself, you wouldn't be able to see that there are love offers coming on your way, and maybe you see them but it's like you don't care with the Page of Cups in reverse because you're like just being the Queen of Wands, just being an alluring woman or an alluring man or a very attractive person. You're so focused on yourself. But for some of you, it could be that this is something that you need to channel for this month of December and for this full moon in Gemini, that, I'm not saying to close off yourself from everyone, but like, it's not really a good time for you guys to be in a relationship with a Page of Cups in reverse. Because you have to be the Queen of Wands. Like, you have to mature first. You have to realize that there's something more out there, that there's something better than this. Okay, what else am I feeling? For some of you are really not willing to work on relationships, or maybe if there's someone who wants to be in a relationship with you, if they tell you or like confess their feelings to you and you're like, what? Because you're kind of a messy person and you're more focused on yourself. So for the majority of you, I feel like this is the energy that you're going to channel, that you're like you don't care. With the Innocence card, I feel like you're going to channel this innocence and childlike energy for this full moon in Gemini. Like, you're just going to have fun, nurture yourself, take care of your kids if you have kids, more like taking care of yourself, honestly. I feel like, you could be single and you have kids, so you guys are going to be more focused on yourself and to your kids. I feel like this is because of the deceit that happened recently or in the past. Like, this whole thing, this deceit energy made you realize that you have to focus on yourself. Like, you have to take care of yourself first before going into a new relationship. Like, you have to be confident with yourself. You have to be the queen of wands. That is something that you need to realize. Or for some of you, that is something that you will realize with this full moon in Gemini. Like, you have to be secure first. You have to be stable and an independent person first. I feel like you guys are going to heal from this deceit energy also with a healer of the ages. It's actually bringing you closer to the divine. Like this is a spiritual connection to the universe with the healer of the ages, and with the goddess of the moon. I feel like you guys are, you're more on following your intuition. I feel like you already know that you have to take care of yourself. You already know that you have to focus on yourself. You already know that you have to be a stable and independent person before going into a new relationship. Okay, so let's see what your cards are. So your song is "Hate That I Love You" by Rihanna. So maybe something happened in the past that there's this codependent energy. This could be happening right now, or maybe this is something that you will overcome this month of December. Like that codependent energy, that codependency. Like you want to get out of relationship, or you want to get out of a toxic relationship, but you just can't because you love that person. Maybe this is a past energy and it's like you learned from it. And your poetry is: there are days when the wolf inside me shrinks to nothing. It bears teeth and fade away. The dragon in my chest rejects me, too tired of being slayed. There are days when the lioness cowers, says she can take it another day, but the phoenix finds me in the darkness and whispers, "Will rise, just you wait." So this is something that, yeah, you might want to follow her on Twitter, SRW Poetry. That is something that you realize. I feel like you've been through a lot. You've been through many challenges and troubles in life, and it's like you always get up no matter what happens. And that is something that the universe is actually applauding you for. So really, congratulations for, realizing that no matter what happens, you have to get up. You have to realize your worth over and over again, that no one can take you down, right? Okay, so we also have numbers. So your numbers are 10th, 15th, 16th, and 21st. So those numbers could be significant to you guys. Maybe that's your birth date. Something about those dates. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's your lucky number. Yeah, and we also have the sacral chakra: emotions, intimacy, and passion. So it's really time to really love your body. It's time to be intimate with yourself if you're single. Yeah, you know what I mean. It's time to be passionate with yourself. It's time to take care of yourself. It's time to listen to what your body needs. Okay, so we also have the Saturn, the work, career, and it's actually a ruling planet of Capricorn. So I feel like you're so focused on work with the Saturn. And with the Libra, you have the Libra as well. This is diplomatic, harmonious, and the ruling house is 7th house, which means marriage and partner. So if you're married, if you have a partner, I feel like because you're too focused on your job, this full moon in Gemini is actually a great time for you guys to focus on your kids, to focus on your boyfriend, to your girlfriend, your husband or your wife. It's good to focus on family, your partnership, and your marriage, because I feel like you have to balance things out. You're not supposed to focus on one thing, not just your work. You have to understand that you have kids, you have partner, you have You have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, you have a husband, you have a wife. Take whatever resonates, guys. It's like you have to be not just okay. If you have a partner, it's time to be intimate with not just with yourself but also with your partner. Like you have to balance things out with a Libra. You have to remember to balance things out. And you could be a Capricorn for some of you, because it's like you value stability, you value money. I'm not saying that you are materialistic or something, but with this Saturn, it's like you're too focused on your work, and it's like you have to remember that you have a partner, you have a family that you need to focus on as well. What else am I feeling? I think that's it. Okay, so your animal spirit is coyote, so I'm not really sure if it's focusing. There you go. So the animal spirit for this, for you, pile number 4, is bring laughter back in your life, adaptability, playfulness, and be curious. So guys, it's time to have fun. It's time to really loosen up. It's time to hang out. It's time to seriously have fun, because you need to bring laughter back in your life, as this card says, because you're so focused on your job, you're so focused on your career that you're not able to enjoy life. So that is something that you need to work on this full moon. And we also have, for your word, we have significant, and that means wandering alone. So I feel like you guys feel like you're all alone, you feel like you don't have anyone with you, so you're kind of a loner. So yeah, you need to have fun. You need to loosen up. That needs to change this full moon in Gemini, and that explains because Gemini is an air sign. So it's like you need to have fun. You need to socialize. It's okay to have fun. It's okay to interact with people. It's okay to communicate with them. There's nothing wrong with it. And we also have the color yellow, so it means cheerful, happy, and confident. So you know what they're trying to emphasize is that be happy with your life. Don't be too hard on yourself. I feel like you've been working so hard that you weren't able to focus on yourself. You're not able to focus on what your body needs. It's like you don't have the time to be intimate with yourself and to your partner. Okay, so let's see what your advice are from your guides. So we have the 5 of Swords in upright. You have the 5 of Cups in upright, the Empress in reverse, and the Moon in reverse. So I feel like you guys are not really nurturing yourself. With this Empress, you have the Empress 3 times in your reading, pile number 4. That's an indication that you have to focus on yourself. You have to be confident. You have to love yourself. You have to be confident with your body. You have to not just take care of your kids, but also take care of yourself. Take care of your body. Be confident. Be happy. I feel like you guys need to overcome a sadness of losing something. It could be anything. It could be a person. It could be a job. It could be a particular situation. Maybe you feel like you have to let go of a certain situation for you guys to move ahead in life, for you guys to move to a new chapter in life, for you guys to create a more stable chapter. I feel like you know that you have to lose something, but yeah, the advice here is to just feel the moment. I mean, life happens. It happens to everyone. So, I mean, it takes time to get over it. But yeah, always remember that the universe is only removing people who doesn't have the same energy as yours. I mean, if you really have a stable relationship with this person, if you have the same energy, if they are exerting good energies as you are, the universe will not remove this particular person. So it means that you need to learn a lesson from this person or from this situation. If this already happened and you're kind of sad about it, maybe you're like blaming yourself, you have regrets about this, like you gained something and you lost something at the same time. It's not actually bringing you balance with this Empress in reverse. You blaming yourself, you regretting your decision, it's actually not helping. And what they're saying is that it's supposed to happen with this Moon in reverse. It's a major revelation. Like, it's not supposed to be a secret, and you already found out about it. With the Moon right next to the Empress, both in reverse, you need to get out of that depression. I feel like you guys are currently suffering from depression or from anxiety. You're having some sleepless nights. But you need to get out of it. You need to get out of that doubting yourself again. I mean, life happens. I mean, if this person or this situation is actually really helping you, I mean, if this already happened, the tower wouldn't hit in the first place if it's really a stable relationship, right? So that is something that you need to realize. Like, stop blaming yourself. And, just focus on yourself. Take care of yourself. I mean, you don't have to blame yourself all over again and again. I mean, if it didn't turn out the way you wanted to, maybe that is something that's supposed to happen. And you just have to accept it. Okay, so wow, I think I explained it enough for you guys, for those who chose this pile. I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. If you have pick a card suggestions, you can comment down below. And if you want to talk to someone, you can email me. If you want to book a personal reading, that's totally fine as well. You can email me. You can send me an email anytime you want. I will respond as soon as I can. What else? I think that's it. I will see you guys, at the next daily reading. Oh my god. I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Take care, lots of love, everyone, and bye. Hello, pile number 5. For those who chose this pile, let's find out what's your full moon prediction this coming December 12th. It's full moon in Gemini, so if you didn't listen to my introduction before I started this reading, the full moon in Gemini, it's all about the universe is destructing what's not supposed to be there on your next chapter, because we all know, or most of you knows, that the full moon is about receiving your rewards and receiving your blessings for that hard work for a month. And now that we're entering in a new chapter, this is you receiving your reward, this is receiving your blessings, and this is also you receiving what you deserve. So this full moon in Gemini, this is the universe testing your patience. If you're in a relationship, in a long distance relationship, because we have triple conjunction, so it's going to be hard for you guys to express your emotions and your feelings when it comes to your partners, when it comes to your loved ones. It doesn't have to be, it all applies to all of you. So it's not only for those who has a relationship, or but anyway, if you think that your relationship is stable, I don't think that there's something that you need to be afraid of. But this full moon in Gemini is like a door or a new opportunity for you guys to remove the people, remove the blockages, the people and the situations that are not serving you anymore. If they're unhealthy, if they're not helping you, if they're not good for you mentally and emotionally. So this full moon in Gemini, the universe is testing your patience. So I feel like if you're in a relationship that is kind of abusive, or if you're not happy anymore with that relationship, yeah, you must prepare yourself. So yeah, but we always have to look at the positive side and the bright side of all of these situations, including the full moon in Gemini. So let's look at this full moon as something that will make us move forward. This is an opportunity for us to move forward. So yeah, let's get the reading started. That's a long introduction. Um, so for those who chose this pile number 5, let's find out what's your full moon prediction. So we have cards right here. We have an advice, and I've also printed some cards where we have animal spirit and the chakra that you need to work on this full moon in Gemini. So okay, wow. We have the Knight of Cups in reverse. Well, we also have the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords in reversed, the Devil. Wow, the Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers in reversed, Three of Swords in reversed, Sixth Chakra, Archangel Metatron, and a Sagittarius. So you could be a Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or this could be the person. Maybe this person or this zodiac sign is going to be significant for you guys after a few weeks of full moon. Yeah, or maybe you are Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So what I am feeling for you guys is that your blessings or your rewards for this full moon is that I feel like you're going to be the King of Wands. I feel like you guys are going to move forward. This is more like when it comes to work though, but what I am feeling for some of you, you could be single, and it's like you're just going to have fun. You're living your life with the Nine of Pentacles and upright, and I don't know, it just feels like you're just going to be calm. You're just going to hang out with your friends. You're just going to have fun, and maybe this is like the right time for you guys to like move towards something, like something new. It doesn't have to be like a new, maybe you have an idea in your mind right now, and the King of Wands is actually a sign from the universe that it's totally good for you guys to move forward, or it's totally great for you guys to start that new project or that idea, whether that's about relationship or that's in life generally. I also feel like this full moon in Gemini is going to bring you guys closure with the Lovers in reverse and the Three of Swords in reverse. I feel like you guys are going to heal your broken heart. Yeah, it's like you're just going to have fun. You're just going to live your life to the fullest. And with the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Chalices, and both in reverse, I feel like you're just going to do your own thing. I mean, you're not rushing into anything with the Knight of Swords in reverse and with the Knight of Cups in reverse. It could be that I don't feel like you're focused on love, is what I'm feeling. If there is someone who wants to flirt with you or who wants to be in a relationship with you, I don't feel like you're going to accept them as fast as they want you to. Or if you're a man, I don't feel like you're going to flirt with someone, or I don't feel like you're in the mood to like be in love or something. I don't feel like you're in the mood to flirt with someone. Or maybe you could flirt with someone, but I don't feel like you're going to be so serious about it, because you're going to enjoy your single life, your singlehood. And I feel like that's a good thing. What else am I feeling? We have the Devil in upright, so maybe you're going to have this obsession of partying with the Nine of Pentacles right next to it. Maybe you're going to have too much fun. What else? Or maybe there's something about this Devil. We will clarify that card, the devil. But what I'm feeling with the sixth chakra and upright with the archangel Metatron, I feel like you guys are going to enhance your if you're clairvoyant or if you have psychic abilities. I feel like, I don't know, you're just going to have fun. I mean, like lots of partying, lots of hanging out, and at the same time I feel like you're just going to heal your broken heart. And that explains with the Sagittarius, because Sagittarius are so adventurous people. um they love exploring, so I feel like that's the energy that you're going to channel. Or if this is not what you're feeling right now, maybe this is something that you need to do. Maybe this is something that you need to do. Maybe you need to loosen up, maybe you need to explore, maybe you need to nurture yourself. Well, what else am I feeling? Lots of fire, like very fiery energy with the Sagittarius, King of Wands, the devil. It could be Capricorn, or maybe you have this tendency of, for some of you, this you could resonate with this. Maybe you have the tendency to, when you do something, you get obsessed with it, with the devil. So yeah, you might spend lots of money. That might resonate for some of you. Remember, this is a general reading, so take whatever resonates. But for the majority of you, I feel like you will feel the need to start something, or you will feel the need to do something, like, but not in a very like aggressive way. No, I don't feel like that. I feel like you're going to take your time, but at the same time you have this excitement, and it's like you want to start something. Okay, let's clarify the devil. Whoa. The Queen of Swords. Okay, wow. Okay, I feel like for the majority of you, I feel like you're single. And that is what I'm feeling. But like, maybe there's someone around you that it's like you have a potential to be together, or maybe you see something in them, and like, it's like you want to enjoy your singlehood, but at the same time there's this particular person that you want to be in a relationship with, but it's like you're not trying to rush anything. You don't want to seem like you're being aggressive towards them. But with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're just doing the right thing. Maybe this person is kind of cold, or maybe they're not. With the Queen of Swords, they're kind of, how do I explain this? Like, they're not like the Queen of Cups, like someone who is so sweet, someone who's very caring. They don't show their emotions. Yeah, this is what you're feeling with the Knight of Swords. You want to rush in, but it's like you don't want to rush in, but it's like you want to. So it's like you're doing what you think is right, and what you think is right is like to take it slow, you know. But yeah, I feel like there's someone. I feel like this particular someone is in your work, maybe your work colleagues. But yeah, for some of you, it could be that you're going to be like obsessed with your singlehood, like partying, hanging out, too much drinking. Maybe that is something that you need to watch out. Lots of passion is what they're emphasizing with this devil. Maybe if you don't have any person in your mind right now that you want to be in a relationship with, this could be an indication or like a reminder from the universe or from your guys that you need to watch out for that obsession. I feel like you're going to be, it's like because you're having too much fun, there's going to be an obsession. And if you have someone in your mind, maybe you're kind of obsessed with this person. Like, it's not, I don't mean it in a very, I don't mean it in a creepy way or like in a bad way, but like, you desperately want to be with this person in a good way, okay? I feel like you're manifesting this person. But yeah, like at the same time, you want to explore, not explore your options. No, I don't. It's like you want to have fun, that kind of exploration. Yeah. Okay, so let's find out your cards right here, what we have right now. And your song is. That's kind of weird. This is a weird song. The Oogum Boogum song by Brent Wood from the movie Love, Simon. I hope it's focusing. Okay, well, I think it's not. But yeah, your poetry is time breaks more hearts than love. And you might want to follow this author, Perry Poetry, on Instagram. So, what I'm feeling. Oh. Yeah, I feel like this is your energy. With the time breaks more hearts than love. I feel like this is what you're feeling. I feel like you value time. It's like you desperately want to be with this person, with the Queen of Swords. And it's like you're thinking time is ticking. And it's like at the same time you're healing your broken heart from the pain from the past. But at the same time you're trying to manifest this person. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, your numbers are 9, 17, and 21st. So those numbers could be significant to you this month of December. Or maybe that's your birth date. Maybe that's your partner's birth date. Or maybe those numbers are important to you. And yeah, the chakra that you need to work on is your heart chakra. So yeah, you need to, it's not just you need to explore, it's like you need to open up your heart. I feel like this Queen of Swords, maybe the Queen of Swords, because the Queen of Swords is only doing something because that is what they think is right. So if you are being cold towards this Queen of Swords, if you're not showing an affection, that is something that the Queen of Swords is going to do to you as well. It's like they're just reciprocating the energy that you're trying to give to them. So if you are kind of cold to the Queen of Swords, and you think that the Queen of Swords is being cold to you, that's why you're being cold to them, I feel like you need to. So I think that you need to shift your energy. I feel like you need to. It's not that you have to give it all, but like show a bit of affection, that you want someone, that you like them, so that the Queen of Swords could open up as well. So this is something that you need to work on, your heart chakra. And this is all about love. So this is you opening up your heart to the people around you, not just to this person. Like you have to open up your heart. And we also have, for the planet, we have the Saturn, and the keywords are where do I feel anxious and where do I need to realize authority. So yeah, you're kind of, it's like when it comes to this Queen of Swords, you feel anxious. Like you always, it's not, maybe not always, okay, maybe most of the time you think, oh, what is this Queen of Swords is going to think of me? What is this Queen of Swords going to say about me? Blah blah blah. You're constantly worrying about what this Queen of Swords is going to think or feel about you. And that is actually also you like, how do I explain this? Like the Queen of Swords is only being cold to you because you are doing the same thing. So yeah, with this keyword, and where do I need to realize authority, maybe you don't, I don't mean it this in an offensive way. Maybe you don't want to lower your pride and you want the Queen of Swords to come forward to you first, and that is something that needs to be changed in this connection. Yeah. And the Queen of Swords is not going to change until you change your energy, until you change how you interact with them, with the Queen of Swords. So yeah, I feel like the Queen of Swords is seeing you as someone who's very, very powerful, kind of the Emperor, and they probably see you as very kind of aggressive, not aggressive, like not stoic. How do I, like kind of very, very serious and kind of traditional and kind of closed off is what I'm feeling. That is a Queen of Swords is feeling towards you. And they kind of feel that you are where do I need to realize authority? Well, then they're telling me something. There's something about this Queen of Swords. I feel like you know this person. Hmm. It's like this Queen of Swords. If you are expecting for this Queen of Swords to lower their guards down because you think that they're being cold to you, if you're expecting for that to happen, I don't feel like it's going to happen until you change the way you talk to them or the way you express your emotions. If it's like if you think you're already expressing your emotions, maybe you have to express it more. Because this Queen of Swords is seeing you kind of domineering and not arrogant, but like kind of bossy. So like they're doing the same thing. It's like you are mirroring each other's energy. So you have to be the first one to, change your energy so that the Queen of Swords could change their energy as well if you want to. Okay? But yeah, I don't feel like there's something that you need to rush. I mean, like no rush. Just do your own thing. Do what you feel like you need to do. And we also have the moon in Gemini. So, wow, we have the full moon in Gemini. Oh my god. Okay, maybe this is a good time for you guys to express your love. Yeah. And we also have the adaptable, curious, negotiate, social event, and speaking. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a great time to take an action, but like not confessing your feelings to be exact. Like it's a great time for you guys to flirt, socialize with this person, interact with them, have conversation, but it doesn't necessarily mean like a deep conversation or like you're going to tell them I love you or something. It doesn't necessarily mean like that. Or maybe it's telling them, oh, have you eaten dinner yet? Do you want to hang out? Blah blah blah. You know what I mean. But yeah, that is what I exactly said. We have the animal spirit sloth. So this is something that you need to channel, or maybe this is energy that you're going to channel this full moon in Gemini and a few weeks after the full moon in Gemini. Your keywords are contemplation, cooperation, take your time. Remember to hang out. Relax a lot, get a grip, and get enough sleep. So that is exactly what I said earlier. And we also have for the word, we have evanescent, and it's an adjective that means vanishing, quickly fading, or disappearing. So maybe this is the energy of your heartbreak, or your pain, that it's disappearing, it's vanishing, it's like you're slowly healing. But like, it's not as in like really slowly, but like you didn't realize, or you didn't know, or you didn't expect that you're going to heal because of something or because of someone, is what I'm feeling. And maybe this is also for some of you, maybe this is you being in a hermit mode, and it's like you are vanishing from the public eye, and it's kind of alarming. So no rush, take your time, as this card says, the animal spirit sloth. But like, have fun, get out of that hermit mode. It's time to loosen up, it's time to explore, it's time to look at more possibilities. Yeah, it's time to relax. You guys, you need to relax. And we also have the blue, color blue. So this means trustworthy, calm, and dependable. So it's like you need to channel this King of Wands energy. Someone who's very reliable, someone who's very cheerful, and they like exploring, and they are very supportive, and they're not closed off. Okay, so that is something that you need to channel for some of you who is not feeling this way. Okay, so for your advice, we have the Two of Pentacles in reversed, Seven of Pentacles in reversed, the Chariot, and the Three of Cups in reversed. So what I'm feeling for you guys is that you need to stop juggling with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverses is this is you being impatient, actually. And you must remember that sometimes delays happen in life, and that's totally okay, that's totally fine. You have to remember, you have to remind yourself that it's okay to have delays, it's okay to be patient with yourself, it's okay to slow it, take it slow, slow down. I mean, life is not a competition. You don't have to do everything, or you don't have to achieve everything all at once. Okay, so that is something that you need to remind yourself. Like, it's okay to slow down, it's okay to not rush anything, but at the same time focus on your goals. With the Chariot, focus on your dreams, what do you want to achieve in life, what do you want to get in life, what do you want to have. Do you want to have this person, do you want to be in a relationship with this person? Focus on your goal, but at the same time you don't have to rush anything. With the Three of Cups in reverse, this is you that you have to balance things out. Like, don't have too much fun, but like at the same time don't forget to treat yourself fairly. Like, if you need to take a rest, take a rest. If you need to have an alone time, then do that. But at the same time, don't close yourself off. You need to balance things out with the Three of Cups in reversed. If you have an obsession of too much partying, too much drinking, it's time to get out of that. I feel like you have an obsession about something, maybe an alcohol, or maybe you have an addiction to about something. I can't really be specific when it comes to that. Maybe because we have different situations, so maybe you're addicted to alcohol, so that might resonate for some of you. Okay, so that is your advice. Remain focused, but at the same time, don't forget to treat yourself fairly. Don't forget to nurture yourself. Don't forget to take care of yourself. And yeah, take it slow. I mean, there's no rush, okay? So yeah, that is your reading for those who chose this pile, pile number 5. And I hope this resonated. I hope this helps you guys. And if you have pick a card suggestions, comment down below. And I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Take care. Let's love pile number 5. Hello, pile number 6. For those who chose this pile, let's find out what's your full moon prediction this December 12th, which is full moon in Gemini. I think that's on Wednesday. I'm not really sure, but yeah, we have full moon in Gemini. And yeah, we will find out what blessings are you going to receive, or what's your reward for this month, because full moon is about receiving your reward and your blessings for the hard work that you did for a month. So we are entering a new chapter again. And yeah, for those who chose this pile, let's find out. And if you didn't listen to my introduction before I started this pick a card reading, full moon in Gemini is about destructing unhealthy relationships. So if you are in a relationship with someone who is toxic, or you think, or maybe you feel that they're toxic but you're kind of in denial, I think that your patience is going to be tested by the universe this full moon in Gemini, and it's going to be hard for you guys to express your love because we have Venus conjunct Saturn. So there are lots of blockages when it comes to expressing your love and affection to your loved ones, even if you're single. Let's say to your parents, to your sisters, to your family. It's going to be hard for you guys. But when it comes to relationship, I feel like the relationship and the career, love relationship, it's going to be the most affected ones. That area of your life, there are lots of karmic relationship that is going to end in this full moon in Gemini. I mean, maybe not exactly at December 12th, but like it will be processed, that kind of thing. But yeah, we must look at this full moon in Gemini as a door or an opportunity for a new beginning, and so we could move forward in life. And the universe is only doing that. They're only removing blockages in unhealthy relationship because it's not stable, it's not good for you anymore, and it's supposed to happen. I mean, you're not going to move forward, you're going to stuck there forever. I mean, not literally forever, okay? I'm sorry. Yeah. Why am I so talkative? Anyway, so for those who chose this pile number 6, let's find out what's your full moon prediction. So I have an advice cards here. We have advices for you guys, and we also have I also printed out some cards, and we have animal spirits, numbers, and the chakras that you need to work on this full moon in Gemini. So okay, so what I'm feeling for you guys, I'm not, that's really weird, and this is going to be like specific. I feel like someone needs to move away from something that is, it's like they know it's unhealthy, but like they're not doing anything. It's not that they cannot do anything. I mean, this could be you. That's weird. Okay, but we have the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Wow, this is beautiful cards, you guys. We also have the Strength, King of Wands. Wow. Okay, the Eight of Chalices, the Eight of Cups, the Strength reversed, Five of Swords reversed, Three of Chalices in reversed, the Fool, the Lovers, and we also have third chakra, walking away, door to personal healing and happiness. And we have Pisces and Libra. So you could be a Pisces or a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or you could be dealing with a person who has Pisces or Libra placement in the birth chart. They have, or maybe you have heavy Pisces or a Libra placement on your big three, which is your Sun, Moon, and your Rising. So it could go either way. Okay, this is a general reading, you guys. But what I am feeling for the Pisces and Libra, I feel like you guys need to be honest, you need to be fair with yourselves. And that is what I'm feeling. And I feel like that is something that you're going to receive this full moon in Gemini. It's not that this is something that you have to do. I feel like this is your reward. I feel like maybe, no, okay, they just corrected me. I feel like this is your reward. I feel like you're going to be more in tune with your emotions with the Pisces, because Pisces they are they're really in tune with their emotions. I mean, I'm not saying like they're emotional in a bad way. No, I mean they can feel literally anything and everything. I mean, even the stranger's emotion. I mean, they can feel it because they're water sign, and of all the water signs, because they're at the end of the zodiac sign, it's like when it comes to emotions, they really feel deeply. So what I'm feeling with the Pisces is that this is the energy that you need to channel this full moon in Gemini. And okay, they're telling me not just in full moon in Gemini, but also for the rest of December. So I mean, this is not the December 2019 prediction. Um, but yeah, that is what they're telling me. And with the Libra, I feel like you need to be balanced with yourself. You need to be more like you need to be fair with yourself, not just to other people. Like when it comes to emotion, maybe you have to protect your heart. Maybe you have to protect your emotions or your energy. With the Libra, you have to be righteous. Considering that Libra is all about justice, I mean, you have to. I mean, this two cards is a this is something that you have to do, and this is what you're going to get. I mean, I hope I am making sense. I mean, yeah, you have to. It's like you have to give justice to someone, but at the same time, this Libra card is also the universe giving justice to yourself. But it's like because you're going to do something that's like you giving justice to yourself as well. I hope I made sense. Okay, so I'm not really sure if you can see the cards, but while I'm moving this, you have the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like the blessing that you're going to receive is that you're going to be good. I feel like you need to hear that out. Yeah, you're going to be good. If you're worried about your financial status, your emotional status, I feel like you're going to recover if you are suffering from something right now. If you're sad, if you don't feel good about yourself, I feel like this is a blessing that you're going to receive. You're going to be. It's like you. I don't know. I feel like that. I mean, it's kind of weird, but it's like you are training yourself to be the Nine of Pentacles. You're training yourself to be an independent person, and that's more like you giving yourself the reward that you deserve, because I feel like you are a hardworking person. You're really hardworking, and it's like this is you. This is more like you giving reward to yourself, not like the universe giving reward to yourself. So yeah, that I feel like I need to say it. Okay, so with the Ace of Wands, I feel like you have an idea in your mind that you want to start working on, or maybe you want to be in a relationship with someone with the Ace of Wands, but I feel like it's just an idea. I feel like you haven't taken an action yet, but it's like you have an idea, but you still don't have a plan with the Ace of Wands, but you have an idea, you want it, and this is a passionate beginning. I feel like you want this with someone, and I feel like you're going to have lots of strength with the strength card, obviously. But it's not just that. I feel like you're going to have this dedication, and you're going to be more hardworking when it comes to your career. You have the King of Wands and the Ace of Wands, so that's a double confirmation that you're going to be the King of Wands. Oh my god. I mean, it's not just that you want to work or do something. It's not just that. I feel like you're going to create a way, or I feel like you're going to do something to make it happen. I feel like that is your personality. What else am I feeling? Eight of Chalices. That's weird because you have a contradicting cards here. Um with this dedication and this patience that you have with the Ace of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, you're going to be successful with your career. Strength card, you're going to have lots of strength. It's this feeling like you can do literally anything. And yeah, we have the King of Wands right next to it. But like, you have the Three of Cups in reverse and the Five of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups with the Strength in reverse right next to it. So what I am feeling is that I will clarify the Eight of Chalices. What I'm feeling with the Eight of Chalices is that, are you breaking up with someone? Because we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Or maybe you're going to be more serious about this whole thing that you want to happen. But we have the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is loss. This is starting a game or going into a game, and then it's like playing with someone, but you know you're going to lose, but like at the end, yeah, you did lose something. You did lose a game. It's like, how do I explain it? It feels so good. It's good. I don't feel any negative energy, but like there's going to be a bit of you're going to feel like you lost something. I mean, but they tell me it's not a big deal, but I feel like it's a big deal for you because you're going to feel like you're going to lose something or you lost something that is so precious to you. But like you think, how do I explain this? You think it's supposed to happen? You think it's supposed to happen? It's supposed to happen with a Fool right next to it. I feel like, you know, how do I explain this? You know it's supposed to happen. That's weird. Eight of Chalices. But you have great cards here. Let's clarify the Eight of Chalices. Ooh, wow. This is something that you're walking away from. The Seven of Wands in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in upright. I feel like you're going to walk away from things that is literally not serving you. I feel like you're going to walk away from things. I mean, this pick a card reading is about what rewards or blessings are you going to receive this full moon, and it's more like you doing something and it's you creating your own reward. Okay, let me clear about that. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands in reverse, there are certain relationships, or maybe you have a certain connection with someone, maybe right now, or because this is emotionally walking away with the Eight of Chalices. Maybe this already happened. I don't know. This is a general reading, guys. Okay, so what I'm feeling is that something happened recently or in the past. You had a connection with someone and there's no growth. It's like you cannot do anything, literally anything about it. It's not literally working out, but like you're kind of indecisive if you're going to let go of that thing or that someone because you love it, you like the feeling that they're giving you. But with this full moon in Gemini, I feel like you're going to have the strength to walk away from those situations. Not just physically. Maybe you haven't walked away from it for some of you. For some of you, you have already walked away from it, but not emotionally. So this full moon in Gemini, you're going to be able to walk away from those past, like finally. But at the same time, you're going to feel that loss. Like you're going to feel that deeply. Like you've lost something. But you know, it's a great thing. How do I say this? Like there's this bittersweet feeling of losing someone, but you know that you're going to benefit from it, because we have the Fool and the Lovers. Maybe you're torn between two lovers with the Lovers card. You feel like it's the right choice, to walk away from that situation, from the people. What else am I feeling? This is more like it's weird because it's more like your prediction for December 2019. But yeah, you are going to create your own reward. Um, so if this hasn't happened yet, I mean, you need to work on it to receive a reward. But I feel like this is what you're going to get mainly, and this thing is what you're going to feel, and this is what's going to happen next, and this is what you need to feel and what you need to channel. I hope I am making sense. What else am I feeling? Yeah, I feel like that's it for the tarot cards. Okay, so that was a long. Anyway, we have the third chakra archangel. I mean, I've been reading this oracle cards for like over a month now, and I really don't know how to pronounce it. Archangel Chamuel. I'm not really sure. I mean, I'll probably Google that later. But yeah, we have that. Let's just call it third chakra, and we have walking away, door to personal healing and happiness. So I feel like you really decided that you want to walk away from that thing or from that someone, not just physically but also emotionally. And I mean, it's a good thing, like a blessing in disguise that it's happening. But like at the same time, you heard about it, that's weird. You feel kind of guilty about it. Yeah, but with the third chakra, I feel like with this thing going on, you walking away from something, you being successful, you training your own self to be an independent person, um, how do I say this? Like, you are creating, it's like you are, how do I explain this? Like, you have an idea with the Ace of Wands and you want to make it happen. So the fact that you are doing that and the fact that you are feeling that, it's like, okay, hold on, they're telling me something. It's your first time to feel like this, to feel excited about something, about starting something new, and it feels foreign to you, and at the same time it's exciting. It's like at last you have found the light. And because of that, with the third chakra, yeah, with the third chakra, let's not just mention the archangel name. um with the third chakra, I feel like you're going to have some confidence with yourself. It's like you're going to because you're improving yourself, you are nurturing yourself, you're becoming the Nine of Pentacles, and you are slowly walking away successfully from people that is not serving you anymore. I mean, you're going to build the confidence that you need to this Ace of Wands, to that project that you want to happen, because you are walking away, and it's like finally I am walking towards the door to personal, this door to the healing and the happiness, because I feel like this is the Ace of Wands. I mean, you see this idea, you see this, it could be literally anything. Okay, it could be that you're thinking of starting a new project, you're starting a new business or a small business, and you want to make it happen. This doesn't have to be a love reading, okay? I mean, it's a general reading. But yeah, you see this idea of yours, this Ace of Wands, as your door to lots of opportunities. And it feels wonderful, it feels scary to you, and it feels exciting at the same time. It's like, finally, I am seeing the light, that kind of thing. But yeah, you're going to have some confidence with yourself. You're going to be confident because you have the strength and you have the King of Wands. You will literally feel like you can do anything. It's like because you have this, because you are hardworking, you are a hardworking person, and you're very patient with yourself. That's actually one of your rewards, that you're going to be confident with yourself. Wow. Okay. So let's move on with these cards that I printed out. And your song is Empty Wallets by 5 Seconds of Summer. And I don't really listen to that song, but I love their album, so I don't know why I channeled this song for you, pile number 6, to be honest. It's just about them spending all their money onto this someone because they love this person. So maybe that is what you're feeling. And we also have your poetry is I really wish it's focusing. I wish time had better timing for you and me. So this is written by Perry Poetry, so you can follow this author on Instagram. So yeah, I wish time had better timing for you and me. So maybe, oh, that explains with the lovers. Maybe you're torn between two lovers. Yeah. Your numbers are 7, 12, 19th, and 22nd. So maybe those numbers are significant to you. Maybe that's your birth date. Maybe, hold on, they're telling me something. There's something about those numbers. What's going on? More like, hold on. Seventh. That's July. They're telling me there's something about these numbers that it's kind of similar to dates or months. I don't know, maybe there's something going to happen in July with the 7th and the 12th, maybe this December 19th, maybe this 2019, or maybe this December 19th 2022 with the 22. Maybe there's something that's going to happen in that year, or maybe this December 22nd. Yeah, but yeah, that's weird. Anyway, the chakra that you need to work on this month of December is your sacral chakra, and this is about creativity, intimacy, and compassion. So what I'm feeling for your pile number 6, it's time to love yourself. It's literally time to love yourself. Did I move the camera? I'm so sorry. Okay. I think you're moving towards singlehood for the majority of you, and I don't know, it's really time to build your confidence. For some of you who is not feeling like you have low self-esteem, okay? Yeah, it's time to be intimate with yourself. Okay, to be exact. And we also have the Capricorn, so your keywords are driven, patient, determined, and responsible. So, hold on. I feel like you need to, because it's like you just move into a new chapter of your life. I feel like you haven't really that confident person, and it's like you're just starting this journey. So to stay on that phase or chapter of life and to achieve your goals, because that is your step one, you being confident with yourself. And it's like you have to channel this Capricorn energy. You have to be patient with yourself, you have to be determined, you have to be responsible as well. To be honest, what they're emphasizing is that you have to be patient. I mean, you are a determined person is what I'm feeling. I feel like you are hardworking. I feel like you're responsible as well. But when it comes to your patience, you're kind of being impatient sometimes. So that is what they're emphasizing. And considering that Capricorn is an earth sign, I mean, earth signs are really, really, really patient, and they're really, that is why they're like the slowest people on this earth. It's because they value stability. I mean, they're not going to move into something unless it's stable, it's good, and it's everything is okay. They're not going to dive into something unless everything is going to be okay, unless they're sure that it's going to be okay. So yeah, that is something that you need to, that's the energy that you need to acquire this month of December, that you need to be patient. What else? Okay, so we also have the wow, you have the Libra twice. Maybe you have heavy Libra placement in your birth chart. Anyway, we have the Libra, and your keywords are sensual, artistic, controlled, and sensitive. So that's exactly the Libra qualities that you need to channel this month of December. You need to, how do I explain this? Like, they're telling me you need to flirt, but not flirt. That's weird. Like, you need to be in touch with your sensuality. Like, how do I explain this? Like, they're telling me you need to be charming, you need to be alluring, it's like you need to attract someone. Like, just, okay, so what they're telling me, by doing that, you just have to be yourself. That is exactly what they're telling me. Because they're telling me right now, you need to be in touch with your sensuality, you need to be charming, you need to be alluring, it's like you need to be attractive. I don't know what that means, but it's like that is something that you need to do. And what they're telling me is that to do this, you have to be yourself. And we also have, artistic, controlled, and sensitive. So Libras are really known for being controlled when it comes to their emotions. I am a Libra, so we don't really get mad. I mean, we do, but it takes a year for us to get mad. I mean, we give lots of chances to someone until, we have lots of patience. But with this Libra, I feel like you need to put control with your emotions, but at the same time, don't close yourself off. I mean, Libras are known for being balanced, so that is something that you must know. Like, you have to balance your energy. Like, you have to protect your energy, you have to be righteous, you have to set your boundaries, but at the same time, you're not supposed to close yourself off. And okay, hold on, they're telling me focus on art. It's great to focus on art, because I feel like you need to remove some negative energies, and art is kind of your way to express your emotions. Any kinds of art. I mean, Libras are artistic people, so But yeah, there's something about you that I feel like you love art, but you're kind of shy or uncomfortable when talking about art. That's weird. But yeah, you need to be sensitive with other people's emotions because Libras are like, they always think about what other people is going to feel. So that's kind of a weird thing for us to be an air sign, because air signs are known for being detached and being cold. So if you really know a Libra, you will know that Libras are not really a detached people. They're not really detached. We're not really cold. And we really care about other people's emotion. So that is the energy that you need to channel. Okay, that was long. And your animal spirit is hawk, and your what? I was going to say coward. I'm too sorry. Your keywords are power, magic, messenger, protector, awakens vision and inspires a creative life purpose, higher perspective, courage, look at the bigger picture. So this is something that you need to channel. This is something that you need to acquire this month of December, this full moon in Gemini. Like, you have to be the protector, you have to be powerful. It's like, oh, hold on there, tell me something. There's something about sending a message. Oh, okay, hold on. Why are they channeling me Tinkerbell? Oh god, that's weird. I am not into animated movies and films, and anything that is animated. I'm not really fond of that, but they are, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Tinkerbell. That's weird. They're telling me that's really weird. No, I'm serious. They're channeling me Tinkerbell. There's something about Tinkerbell. But yeah, you need to be powerful, and at the same time, there's something magical that you need to do. And I'm not saying that you have to do like a witchcraft thing. No, I am saying that in an emotional kind of way. Like, you have to be powerful, and there's something magical that you need to feel or do. Not do. Okay, they just contradicted me. There's something about being magical to protect a message, is what they're telling me. I was so focused on these 4 words: this power, magic, messenger, and protector. They are heavily emphasizing these 4 words. So it feels to me that you need to stay powerful, or you need to be powerful, and you need to protect a message. I feel like you are appearing as a messenger. I feel like you want to send. That explains with the Ace of Wands. I feel like this is something that you need to protect. Like, you need to protect your idea, because that is the message. And yeah, you have to look at the bigger picture. You have to be courageous. You have to stay courageous. So, okay, and we also have, for the word, you have zenith. And that is a noun that means the time at which something is most powerful or successful. That explains everything. You guys, you need to enjoy your life. I mean, you have the orange color, and that's independent, fun, and creativity. So you guys, you need to just stay as you are. I mean, I feel like the majority of you, I feel like you are really an independent person. I feel like you trained yourself to be like that, and the universe is applauding you for being like that, for being strong, to be in this next chapter. The time at which something is most powerful or successful. To be honest, this is your time to shine, is what I'm feeling. Like, feel your success. If you're being successful with your life, feel it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with feeling it. I mean, I feel like you deserve it. I feel like you're a very hardworking person. Why do I keep repeating that? Anyway, so let's move ahead with the advice. And we have the Three of Swords in reverse, the Hermit, the Nine of Wands, and the Sun. So, what I am feeling as an advice for you guys, you need to hold on. Like, really, with the Nine of Wands, you need to hold on. You need to stay positive. I feel like you're really a hermit person. You keep searching for an answer about something, but right now I feel like this is not something that you need to focus. I mean, it's totally fine is what they're telling me, but you need to focus on healing your broken heart. Like, you need to heal your broken heart. You have to stop doubting yourself. You have to stop blaming yourself. I mean, it's easy to say, I know. But yeah, I feel like you're going to move forward. So this is the first step. And just hold on with the Nine of Wands. For some of you, you are losing hope. You're thinking that it's not working out, blah blah blah. But no, I feel like you're going to find the answer with the Hermit. I feel like you're going to be honest, this is just you also creating your reward. Why do I keep repeating that? And it's not the universe doing something, it's actually you. So you should be proud of yourself. And with the Sun, you just have to stay optimistic about this. You have to say whatever you want to happen, whatever you want to do, whatever that is, what this Ace of Wands means for you. Okay, so because we have different situations, whatever that means for you, you have to stay positive. Okay, so yeah, that is your advice and that is your reading, pile number 6, and I hope that resonated and I hope it helped. And what else am I going to say? Yeah, if you have pick a card suggestions, comment down below. And yeah, I read all your comments, guys, so I really appreciate it. I'm really happy that my readings are resonating with you and that I'm helping you guys throughout this journey that you have in this life. Yeah, thank you for the subscribe and the comments and to your suggestions. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next pick a card reading. Take care, let's love, pile number 6, and bye.